Okay, here we go. This is going to be our screwdriver tutorial. This is going to be one of my intro videos to AutoCAD. Follow along with me and we should do fine. I've done a few rounds of this, so there might be some duplicate things on here that, like in layers, but we'll walk through this. So speaking of layers, we're going to start there. Cool? Awesome. Ignore what I'm doing. Now I want you to pay attention. Okay, press layers first. So you should have an intro right now of what's going on with this program. But the first thing I want you guys to do is learn how to make layers. I'm going to use layers heavily this year. The function of layers is to, it's got to itemize what you're doing. It's also a part of your line types. When we start to do hidden lines and center lines, we're going to use this heavily. But I want you to learn how to load them. So click on New Layer. We're going to call this one Dimension. You see I've already made a couple because I've done this tutorial a few different times, a few different ways on this file, and I can't erase it because it's tied to other things. So just call it dim or dimension, click the color here, and make it red, and press OK. Why red? Because that's my standard. Okay. Once you get that done, press X. Let me close this out. Okay. Do me a favor also, press Control-1 on your keyboard to get the properties menu up. Yours is going to come in floating like this. Do me a favor, grab this side panel right here and dock it up against there and leave it there forever. I know you want the full screen, but trust me, you're going to need this later on. Or maybe right now. Okay, let's get started. Okay, make sure this is on the 0 layer. We're going to click line. I'm going to try to use icons as much as I can because then you can see exactly what I'm doing. I will call out stuff also as I do it if I decide to change something. Click somewhere on your screen, go to the right. Never eyeball it, type in measurements. If you're going to go 5, type in 5 and press enter. Okay. Now, my dimensions are pretty symmetrical, so I don't have them cluttered everywhere. I could put 0.5 there also, but I have it down here and I have enough information to where I know what it is. So go ahead and go up 0.5, to the left 0.3, down 0.3, right 0.3. Now watch this. I can go up 0.3 and that's perfectly fine, but I'm going to do an O track. Zoom in, that's your scroll. If you touch a corner and bring it over, it will help you line up. Okay? The O track is this little button right here. So if yours is not working, this probably got turned off somehow. Okay? Then I'm going to go to the right 3. Okay? I need to get this circle here now, so I'm going to draw a line down 0.75. Now, how do I get that measurement? Because the radius of this circle is 0.75. Okay. Now I'm going to draw some circles. First one is a radius circle. Now since I drew my radius, I can just click here, and then I'm done. Okay. To do the one in the middle, I could do radius and go 0.4, or I could do the down arrow and go to diameter. You click the middle. You see it does half of it. Type in 0.8. And that circle is done there too. Good job. Next, hit line again. Now, I'm going to go down here, and I should see this little diamond down here at the bottom, which is a quadrant. If you don't have that, I need you to click this arrow down here. Turn the ones on that I have checked. Do not turn on everything because it gets really annoying, especially with nearest. Do not turn on nearest. If you do, it clicks everything. It's awful. Don't do it. Okay? So click this right here, go forward. Now, I can type 3 if I want to. If you want to, go ahead. I don't care. I'm going to use the O track because I don't like typing if I don't have to. Track that up. Go up 0.3. That I have to type. These line up. Watch this. Boop, boop, 0.3. Go down. Boop, boop. Go over. Look at that. I can do it again. Go up. Okay, I can't do this time because that's a measurement. 0.5. Go ahead and draw this out to here. Once again, I'm going to do the O track. It's just faster. Once you get used to this, it goes really quick. And your handle is for the most part done. I'll do some trimming here in a minute. Looks like I had this line going straight across here, so watch how I'm going to fix that problem. If I click this line right here, I can click this dot and drag it down and click. Okay? These are called snaps, and you can use these to be able to drag and stretch your stuff out as much as you want to. Okay? Awesome. Okay, next we're going to work on the front of the head right here. So we're going to do an offset, type 0.25. The offset icon is right here. I like typing in O and press enter, but if you want to use the icon, it's right here. So 0.25, press enter. Click one of these lines, move it up. It doesn't matter what direction or just how far up I go. As long as you type in your number, it knows which way, or it knows your measurement. Okay, next step. We're going to do these angles right here. Don't be scared, we got this. Down at the bottom, there's a thing called polar tracking. I'm going to set this to 15. Why 15? Because I have a 65 on the other side. Okay? So 15. Here's how this works. Click line. I'm going to click this right here. Now, as I draw it out, you see how it's looking for a certain angle? I want this bottom thing right here. If you press tab, you can see it, and it says 30. That's exactly what I want. So go ahead and click here, and go ahead and click here. Now you've got that part done. Now we got to go this way and do this. This is going to be a little bit of a different beast here. Okay, need to do something. Press line. Okay, here's how I want to do this. I'm going to go this way, and you see how I automatically have that 165? The bottom says 0.7. Okay, if you press tab, you can change those. But I'm going to keep mine, the top at 165. I'm going to go this way, 0.5. So type 0.5, and it will stay at that angle there. I'm going to go up, 0.25, go back here, and click, and then you got that done. Oops, looks like I missed. That's okay. Move it down. There we go. That looks good to me, folks. Okay, we do some trimming and filleting, and then we're done. TR, press enter twice. I always press TR, and I'll press enter twice. If you want to click the icon, you press enter one time. So click this, and click this. And you got those trimmed. This thing here, I'm going to click and delete button, or right click and erase. Okay? The last thing on this is all fillets are 0.05. So let me show you how to do a fillet. Type in F enter, type in R enter. Okay? My radius for these is 0.05. So then you're going to type 0.05. Press enter. Now, I don't want to do this many times, so I'm going to click on the multiple button. So you click, and you're good. So keep clicking around these, and it will round your corners. Click what you want to keep. I'm going to keep that. Awesome job. And you are done. Except I need measurements now. Sometimes I'm going to ask you to do measurements. Sometimes I will ask you to do the area of the drawing. This one, I want you to do measurements so you know how to do them and check things out. I want to show you the properties first. So click on the circle, please. And you see here that it will give you some basic information. Actually, it gives you all the information. You have your radius, you have your diameter. If I want to change these, it's as easy as just typing in a button. I don't want to change them because it's correct. So Control Z will help me undo that I just did. Okay? If you're doing math and you have to find the circumference of this, hey look, there it is. You're not cheating, you're using your resources. Alright, so let's do some dimensioning. Change this to one of your red ones. You probably only have one. Up here are your main ones you're going to use. So choose linear. Click. Now, you don't want to click on the fillet. You want to click on the side of the wall right here. Click and dump that someplace. Linear again. Click over here. Click over here. Move that up. In the end, yours should look pretty similar to mine. Some of them are going to get a little bit cramped though, so I'm going to put this one down there. I usually don't like to leave measurements in the middle, but in this case I will. Move this over. Now, you might be asking yourself, you have too many zeros, right? It gets really annoying. Let me show you how to fix that. Type in D-enter. This will bring up your dimension menu. If you choose modify, and you choose on primary units, you have a precision. Make that 2 decimal places. That's all we need. Press close. Okay? That will help you out some. And I need to do right here too, because I don't know what this is. All right, so we're going to keep going around the horn here and getting all these measurements in here. So I got these done. Like I said, typically I don't like measurements inside the object, but in this case, I don't really have a choice because it's getting really tight up here. You can move these things out if you wish and stretch them around. If you can figure out a better way to do it, that's fine. It's just, I didn't want to do this because it gets a little cluttered around here. But if you want to, go ahead. All right, radius. Oh, we need one more. We need this 3-inch one right here. Okay, did you see I made a little mistake there? That should be 3. This one should go right here. Oops. If you ever click on the wrong one, you can just grab the dot and move it back, or the grid. So you should always dimension arcs with a radius. So click this, and bring it out and dump it. You should always dimension a full circle with a diameter. I don't make the rules, I just follow them, folks. Okay, moving on over. We have another radius one for a fillet. Let me show you how to do that real quick. If you click a radius, and you bring it down, it'll give you this number right here. If you double click it, and I zoom in on it, you'll see the cursors right there. So I'm going to go right arrow, it'll bump it over, and you can put 4 all fillets. That way, you know, or all fillets are, either way. That way you know that all the rounded edges are the same. Okay? So more measurements. Good there. There's that 0.25 in here. There you go. We're almost done. You've done well, young Padawans. Hopefully. Okay, let's do some angular ones. So the angular ones are for, of course, angles. Click and click. And there's my 30. This one, I'm going to go back here and right here. You see, it'll give me my 165 I need. But I'm going to bring it out because I need the space. To get this 50, you can't use a linear because watch this. If you use linear, it's going to measure straight up and straight down. That's not what I want. I want the aligned one. Click this, and bring it out, and there it is. One last measurement, and then you're done. Boom, boom. There you go. I believe that is nearly identical. So there you go. Hope you got this thing finished pretty good. If you have questions, please ask. Otherwise, see you next video or next round. Later.